The Ethiopian diaspora should influence the U.S. government to change its strong stance on Ethiopia, the Ethiopian-born American Professor Abate said. In an exclusive interview with the Ethiopian news agency Texas Southern University, Professor Abate Tadesa said though the Biden administration clearly understands what is going on in Ethiopia, its stance on the country is based on predetermined geopolitical interest. In the face of this, the Ethiopian diaspora needs to revamp its endeavors to force the American government changes his stance, he added. It is well known that some diaspora groups like Israeli and Egyptian hire lobbyists to influence elected officials and even news outlets. The professor noted, adding that they will also hire lobbyists to force the American government to come up with policy favorable to their countries of origin and also garner UN Security Council votes. Though I am not against the lobbying, there are however people and groups who can always pay more money to promote their interests, he pointed out.
What we should do is not to try to convince them, but to force them. What do I mean by force? I don't mean by taking arms and attacking them in that sense. But there are many ways, peaceful ways, democratic ways, that we can influence the policy.
Up until now, the Ethiopian diaspora have been trying to influence the American government to change its stance toward Ethiopia. To that effect, demonstrations that demanded the Biden administration to change its attitude towards Ethiopia have been held in over 27 cities across the U.S., he said.
From the grassroots, educating the American people. If they understand it, I'm confident that they will stand with Ethiopia, and they will influence the elected officials who are the policymakers.
According to him, the Ethiopian decent voting power has been increasing by the day, and that is very crucial to garner favorable policy from the U.S. government towards Ethiopia. In last year's Senate election, the Ethiopian decent vote was very crucial, especially in the state of Georgia and Virginia, the professor revealed, adding that the voting power will force the major parties to come up with favorable policy towards Ethiopia.